Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm taking you on a tour of the Scottish craft beer scene, where centuries of brewing heritage collide with bold modern experimentation. From historic ales to oak-aged lagers, from big names like BrewDog to smaller gems tucked away in the Highlands, Scotland's beer world has something for everyone. In this video we'll dive into the history, key breweries, signature styles, and where you should go to taste it all firsthand.
It's Monday, don't groan, don't fear. The Bearded Beer Blog bloke is here. Talking nonsense, beard on show. Grab a brew and watch him go.
To really appreciate today's craft beer boom, you've got to start with Scotland's brewing roots. Scotland has a deep and storied beer history, and although much of its modern identity is shaped by innovation, traditions like the 80 shilling still linger in the craft world. The name 80 shilling refers back to a taxation system used in the UK, and over time it became shorthand for a specific strength and style of ale. Stewart Brewing, among others, still honours this tradition today. Fast forward to the 21st century, and Scotland's craft beer game has exploded. You've got multinational success stories and experimental brewers side by side. At the very heart of this movement is BrewDog, founded in Aberdeenshire in 2007 by James Watt and Martin Dickey. What's interesting about BrewDog is how they built a global brand while maintaining roots in Scotland. Their approach combined rebellious marketing and serious brewing credentials, and that inspired a wave of new brewers across the country. Another name that's impossible to ignore is Innis Gunn. They're based in Edinburgh. They were founded in 2003 by Uile Gunn Sharp, and they've become known for beers aged in oak casks, often whisky casks, giving them a unique, rich character. Their flagship original ale is matured in hand-selected single malt casks, and that gives it flavours of vanilla, toffee, citrus and gentle oak. It's a beer that quite literally carries Scotland's whisky legacy. Interestingly, Innis Gunn have earned significant awards. Their lagers and oak-aged beers have performed strongly in competitions such as the World Beer Awards. While global brands get a lot of attention, some of Scotland's most beloved craft brewers are still deeply rooted in tradition. Take Stewart Brewing. They're based in Loanhead, Midlothian. They've been brewing traditional cask ales for years, but also produce canned and bottled craft beers. Their 80 shilling ale is a nod to that historical Scottish style, but they also experiment with a range of keg and cask beers. The brewery is open to the public, featuring a tasting room where you can try from the tank and even fill up a growler. One of the best things about the Scottish craft scene is its diversity. It's not just about traditional ales. You'll also find crisp lagers, oak-aged beers, barrel-aged experiments and sessionable pale ales. Even smaller or mid-sized breweries are embracing innovation. Stewart Brewing mixes UK cask style with influences and a craft mindset, and there are newer, often regional breweries pushing these boundaries too. Craft beer is not just about the liquid, it's about the experience. Scottish breweries are increasingly creating taprooms, visitor centres and even brew pubs where you can taste fresh beer and soak up the brewery atmosphere. A prime example is Drygate Brewery in Glasgow. They blend traditional brewing with a modern, experiential space. It's a place where locals and visitors can hang out, try small batch brews and really connect with the brewery. But beyond the big names, Scotland's craft scene is also powered by smaller, passionate breweries. Fyne, for example, was founded in 2001 in a converted sheep shed on a family farm in Argyll. They brew around 30 different beers a year, cask, keg, and their Origins mixed fermentation line. Another interesting name, which I'll probably murder, is Uile-bheist Brewery, based in Inverness. They represent the growing range of regional breweries, helping to push Scotland's craft beer identity even further. The Scottish craft beer scene isn't just about individual breweries. There's a real sense of community and industry cohesion. For example, the Brewers Association of Scotland was formed by multiple independent breweries, including Innis Gunn, Stewart, Fyne Ales and others. And that strong community is reflected in the Scottish Beer Awards, which celebrate the country's brewing excellence across styles. Of course, no scene is without its challenges. Independent Scottish brewers face cost pressure, taxation and the need to scale sustainability. According to the Scottish Parliament's briefings, small brewery relief is significant, but growing demand, operating costs remain a balancing act. But the future does look promising. Demand for craft beer continues to rise, Scottish brands are winning awards, and consumers are more open than ever to local quality brews. So, why does the Scottish beer scene stand out? Because it's a rare blend, deep tradition, fearless innovation, and a strong sense of place. Whether you're sipping a revived 80 shilling ale, tasting a barrel-aged brew, or hanging out in a taproom built from a former industrial space, Scotland's breweries deliver heart, flavour and character. And there we go. Thank you so much for joining me in this journey through Scotland's craft beer landscape. If you're ever in Scotland, make sure you hit up some of these breweries, taste their beers, feel their history, and appreciate the creativity. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, drop a comment, tell me what Scottish brewery or beer you want to feature next. Slange my hat, cheers to good beer and even better adventures.